Is it in the right spot?
I don't know. Look at, we can see you, right? Can you see? You're in there full. You're.
I know, but is that where? Okay. It is okay. No, don't make it more on me.
Okay. Well, watch this. I'm in here.
Okay.
Okay. We don't want to make it seem like you're on another planet
Oh,
over there.
that's good.
No, you settle down. I want you to be a part of the show. All right, here we go. I wish it was closer.
I know that's what it was earlier. It was a little closer.
All right, is that close enough? Is that? Oh, that's.
Now it needs to be more over there because the flowers were like.
Okay. The flower's in a good spot now, right?
All right.
And you're in there, even though you're
I'm good.
You're there. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah,
Is it already live?
Yeah, it's already live. I mean,
Oh.
this is what happens when you go live, you know. Hello, everyone. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Signs Everywhere Signs. Yeah, we're going to talk about those signs, those ones that we see all the time, those ones that you want to know, what's that sign for? What's that meaning? We're going to talk about it. Do you see signs?
People see them. I see them everywhere, all day long.
What kind of signs?
All kinds of signs. Numbers.
Numbers.
Oh my goodness, and words that people say, and songs that come on the radio.
Oh, talking about, isn't that
all
amazing that you can just be thinking about a song and then that's the next song that comes up and plays?
Yep.
Or you're just thinking about a situation and the song comes on that actually is describing that whole situation?
Yeah. Or like, say you're thinking about something and in your head you think a certain word or phrase, and then the song says that, like right afterwards.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
When you're actually become spiritually awakened, you actually start noticing these signs on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's a whole nother world, I
Yeah.
think. It just brings joy and laughter.
Magic. It brings the magic
it
to
does.
life,
It brings a
right?
magical journey into life. In fact, my journey started about 3, maybe 4 years ago. I think it was more than 3, and maybe it was 5 years ago. I don't know. But how?
10,
No, but when I actually started noticing where I'm going, oh, look at this, oh, look at that, you know, hello, Happy Pill, happy to see you here.
Yeah, I remember when I very first started noticing signs, and it's like once you start noticing things, it just starts pouring in like more and more, like the universe is like, ooh, she notices this stuff, she's seeing this stuff, she's getting it.
Yeah.
And so it just sends more and more and more for you.
Yeah, like the more the signs you see, the more the universe is going
Yeah.
to show you the signs,
Yeah.
because it's like, because you're actually putting, oh, I see this sign, and you're connecting that sign to something else, and when you're connecting that sign to something else, it's like it becomes very magical. It's almost
Yeah.
like writing this whole other story going on in this 3D world or 3D
Yeah.
life, you know.
And it's crazy sometimes. Sometimes the signs, it's just like unbelievable. Like, how in the world did that happen? How in the world, you know? It's just too much sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I like one of the good examples about how in the world did that ever happen was once Kathleen came to visit me down in Southern California, and I wanted to go show her the beach, you know, this very beautiful spot of the beach. And when I turned left, and
The wrong way, right? Didn't we go the wrong way?
Yeah, it was actually, we were going the wrong way, but I didn't realize we were going the wrong way. But by the time I realized we were going the wrong way, I said, hey, I think we're going the wrong way. We need to turn around.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened next, Kathleen?
It's when we kind of came to a stop, and then boom.
We got to this stoplight, and
Big, huge sign, like right there in front of the car. You couldn't see anything else. It's like right there in front of us.
yeah, there was a sign about my twin flame.
A very obvious one that you couldn't deny. Trade that for 10 million.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Trade that for 10 million. I'll cash app you.
Yeah,
Send it on over.
Yeah, cash up the 10
And we'll
million,
talk about
we'll
it
talk
then.
about it. So anyhow, we got to this stoplight, and the stoplight actually had this Divine Masculine's last name on it that was big. It was
the sign, right?
the sign. It was a huge sign.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, really, really good.
Just right in our
huge
faces.
sign. And then it was right in our face, and both of us we dropped our mouths. Mm-hmm. And I said, "We're not going the wrong way. We actually took you the right way."
And then, wasn't it the same trip when we were on our way to some event thing down there? Remember the pretty lights thing?
Oh, yeah.
And we were talking about her twin flame, and we kept seeing, like, right in front of us, cars with license plates.
Oh, with the names, the actual names of different followers of theirs.
That were very connected to him.
Or, yeah, they were. I mean, we would see direct names.
Not other names, not like Jimmy and Joe.
No.
The names we saw were names of people that very much pointed to him.
That's correct.
Like, it was crazy.
So anyhow, I want to thank you guys, all my regular followers that are coming in. I appreciate you guys for coming in and watching my pop-up live that we're doing on a whole different topic. We will do some cards towards the end of the live, but right now we're going to just talk about signs and how these signs have really been really magical in my life journey, and how it is like I would go, "Whoa, check this out! Whoa, check this out!"
not one.
We're live right now.
Awesome.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not like they would come up once a month or once a week or even once a day. It was like multiple times, every single day,
many times of the
constant,
day,
all throughout the day.
And I want to
everywhere.
Also thank everybody else that's coming in, the new followers. I want to thank you as we're going through telling this story. It's a magical journey when you truly are being woken up spiritually. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the signs have just been so crazy, and it'll be sometimes 5, 6, or 10 signs in a day.
Oh,
sometimes. I mean,
more,
it's back to back. It's like at the beginning, I remember sometimes I'd tell you some of the signs, or some of my friends, after I talked about this journey so much, they go, stop, enough.
I wouldn't say that.
No, you didn't say that.
I love it. I get excited about them. I love seeing them.
Yeah.
It really shows you, to me, it really shows you that that life is all orchestrated in this really perfect, magical way. It makes me trust in the things that are happening in the process. Like, I don't know. I feel like there could be no other way, Like, those signs just show you that, like,
you're on the right
path.
You're
on the right path. Like,
doing
everything's going as it's
at the right moment.
Mm-hmm.
There's no mistake.
Yeah.
If you thought you were making a mistake, Divine's going to show you, no, I got you doing exactly what it is I want you to do.
You're supposed to be doing it.
Yeah, you're supposed to be doing it.
1,000,000%.
1,000,000%. So, I know the license plates, they show up right after another. When I used to Uber drive, and when I was Uber driving, I was actually in Southern California, and it got me in the LA area, and I really liked working in Orange County area. And this day, when you're in the LA area, it's so much more traffic, and the drivers are more radical. I go, please take me back to Orange County. I want to Uber drive in Orange County. And wouldn't you know it, when I got to Orange County, I had this license plate in front of me that said OC Uber. I take pictures of these things, so I don't...
OC for Orange County.
OC for Orange County Uber. So that was the Uber driver that made it to Orange County, and all she did was speak it, and then it came up into reality.
Yeah, no, I know a lot of people, it's numbers that they see for signs.
Yeah.
Like, you just happen to look at you're not looking at the clock all day long, and then you look at the time, and it's 2:22, and then you don't look forever again, and then you look, and it's 4:44. Like, what makes us like look at those exact times,
Right, well,
see
and
those
exact-
exact numbers like that.
And when you're seeing that number, when that number comes up, there's normally a song playing in the background also that's connecting to something that's going on in your life journey that's connected to that number.
Or you were just thinking about something in your mind, and that's when you happen to glance over, and it's like it tells you something about that or confirms it or something.
Now, we're in California, so you guys can say where you're from in the chat. I'm not going to be paying too much attention to what's on the chat. And please, we are just high on life. So we're not, that's it, Anything else, you guys might be high on something, but we are not. I promise you that. We don't need to use any substance.
Sometimes maybe some Red Bull, but right now
it's
we got water.
Yeah.
But think what you may. Have fun. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Another thing, I feel like a lot of people see numbers when they're putting in gas or something at a gas station. Or they buy something at the store or eat at a restaurant, and you get your receipt, and there's some special numbers.
Oh, talking about the receipts, like when we actually went to this event that was out of state, a spiritual event that Kathleen and I went to, but when I actually bought the tickets and I printed the ticket out, it was not 11:11 when I bought the ticket my time, but when the ticket got printed, it said it was 11:11. So it was like I knew that I was doing the right thing, that we were going to this event and it was the right thing for us to do.
Yeah, and we had talked about it, we were wondering about it, and it was crazy how it just all came together so effortlessly, so flawlessly, so perfectly, and then to get that 11:11 like that, it's like it's confirmation, like yes, we're doing this, it's perfect, everything is meant to be.
We will do a video one day on that event, because there's so many beautiful things that happen, like how you were even able to go, how everything magically put itself together. It put itself together. So it did. And
so sometimes with the numbers too, I mean, just like recently, remember, I just kept getting all sevens in my day. And it's like, this was 777, and then 77, and then 777, and over all day long. And I message her, and I say, oh my gosh, I'm getting sevens everywhere today.
Yeah.
Or was it 17?
I don't know, but there were a lot of sevens.
Or something like that.
Remember my reply to that?
You said that you just got a receipt from somewhere, and look what the numbers on it.
It was 777, and there was something else 777, and that was happening at the same time between her and I. It's like we were in sync with sevens that day. It reminds me of the time that when I posted something on my Instagram stories that I had 777 on my gas. When I filled it up, it stopped at 7777, and then my twin flame or divine masculine, if you want to call him any of that, it's just a name that we added to. But they actually posted the same thing, 777, that they got added on filling up their vehicle around the same time. That's what's so crazy.
Yeah.
So that's like universe speaking to us through numbers.
Right. I feel like a lot of people see signs in animals too, like, and maybe it's something random, like butterflies. Yeah, you see butterflies sometimes, but it'll be like there's a butterfly sitting on the little cup right in front of you, and it kind of flies in front of your face and flies off or something. Or there's birds, but there's one hopping across your hood, like looking at you through the windshield or something while you're sitting there.
Or it comes land right on your windshield staring at you.
So it's like animals, and in a way where it really kind of stands out to you, that isn't just like normal and usual. And those could definitely mean things to you too. I know a lot of
Well,
people see signs in animals.
I know once. I'm always going to take everything back to my twin flame journey, you guys. It has been a spiritual awakening, but it's one day I'm actually recording just for 15 seconds, and the recording was of a butterfly, and the butterfly was, it was just going right around, or was it a hummingbird?
I feel like it was a hummingbird.
Okay, because I wanted to send you the video.
I think you sent me the video.
Okay, yeah, it was a hummingbird. That because hummingbirds have a meaning to Kathleen, and so I saw this hummingbird, and I'm recording it. Well, what happens behind the behind the hummingbird was this divine masculine walks by through my video. That looks like my DM. I'm going, what? What the heck? So
good job, divine timing.
he's taking care of those ones. Yeah. Well, we got two people in the house. We got Andrew that can do any blockings, and we have divine timing. Both of you guys can.
Yeah, hummingbirds are really neat. I guess I'll tell the story real quick. When my mom passed away, hummingbirds were really special for me. They meant my mom to me. And I lived in a place where I never saw hummingbirds, ever. I had lived there for like 5 years or something already, and I never saw a single hummingbird there. And it was after she passed away, soon after. And I was just thinking it'd be so nice to see a hummingbird, and just a little sign from my mom, say, hey, Kathleen or whatever. And it was so funny that I was thinking to myself, there's no way though. There's no way it's going to happen because I don't see hummingbirds here. Well, the very next morning, I had come home from going somewhere. And as I pulled up in my car, I looked out my window and there was a hummingbird across the way on the bush there. And I get out my phone and start recording. The hummingbird kind of flies over closer to the car and then flies off. Like, how did I see a hummingbird when in years I'd never seen a single hummingbird there?
Because your mom wants to talk to you.
I know. Yeah. So see, signs like... Yeah. Signs can be messages from the universe or visits or
for ones that have passed on or on the other side.
Like so many things.
We have Andrea, she's talking about once she saw a hummingbird come so close to her that it felt like a breeze from him flapping his wings. That's so cool. Gosh. That would be really, really neat.
That is really cool.
No,
we are not siblings. We're just really good friends.
We are very good friends. Since at least 2000.
I had to write it on a paper today. It's been like 20 years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah. Because the kids were little, or Angela was, friends a little bit. I've known you for like 20 years or so.
Because I remember the opening of the thrift store, which is in 2007.
Yes.
Okay, I remember that, where you came to be the grand opening. But,
right. So I've known you for almost 20 years, and then we've been friends for a little bit less than that.
Yeah, and how we're friends, I mean, we've never argued.
Not really. That's really, really weird. Even when we've spent a lot of time together.
Yeah. We just get along. Yeah. we're both on this flow of life, and it's like, even if she has a different opinion than I, it's like I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's just her mindset and my mindset, and sometimes later I might see her way, or maybe she might see my way. Yeah. But it's not like we're sitting here. I'm not trying to change her, and she's not trying to change me.
It's a really nice relationship. Mm-hmm. It is, huh?
It is. It's really neat. So what are some other signs? I really love the songs. When the songs come up, sometimes I take those songs, like they'll come in, we'll play one song and then another song and another song, and how all the songs kind of like attach themselves to each other, to a message that you're supposed to hear or know.
Or what about where a song comes on the radio and you kind of think, oh my gosh, that kind of goes along with what I was wondering about. It's kind of like a sign. Ha ha ha. And then you change the station. And it's the same song. Like, no, you're really supposed to listen to that. That's definitely a sign. universe making sure you're hearing the words.
Not to mention my Mustang signs, that's a whole show that we can actually do. I have these orange Mustangs they follow me everywhere. I'm not following them. I'm not stalking them. They're stalking me, and it's not the same Mustang. They're different Mustangs. So it's the universe that's leading and guiding
Even
them.
if you're just sitting somewhere, huh?
Yeah.
Off somewhere, they come to you.
They come to me. It doesn't matter what state I go to. It doesn't matter what city I go to. It doesn't matter if I move or if I stay. It doesn't matter if I'm just visiting.
Yeah, and sometimes they magically appear, huh?
Out
like
of
how
nowhere.
in the world.
It's like,
remember when it was the same one that one time?
Oh yeah, I went some really, really, really important that I needed to do, and to me, the orange Mustangs have shown me that I'm doing the right thing at the right moment. So I went somewhere that I really needed to take care of something, and as I'm leaving, that orange Mustang's sitting there. So I'm taking the time. I'm always taking pictures of them, right? And I take a picture. There's nobody around, nobody in the parking lot. The whole parking lot's empty, but there's this Mustang. Well, then, and I get in my car, and then I drive over to the store. Well, now there's this other, I think it's another Mustang, and I start taking pictures of it, but it was the same Mustang, and I go, how in the world?
Later from the pictures that it was the exact same Mustang.
Because it had the same license plate.
Yeah.
I was going, how in the world did that Mustang beat me to this store when there was nobody in the car, nobody in the parking lot, but it was like somebody ran to the car to run to where I was going to go next.
I mean, Mustangs are fast, but... No.
And it doesn't matter how big the city is or how small the city is, they will show up anywhere. If you guys, I know it was, let's see, right, I don't even know how long ago I started posting the Mustangs on my website, but you can go to my website at cynthiatoet.com, and you have to look under stories, or yeah, I have some of the stories there.
Hey, how many orange Mustangs do you think you've seen?
I could not even possibly begin to count.
Journey.
I mean,
Just
even
guess.
in the last 4 months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I can't even count. I would say at least. It would seem that way. I mean, right now I see one almost every single day, and it doesn't matter what time of the day I go out. And I could go, okay, well, I'm going to go this way instead of that way, and I'm going to turn right instead of left. There it shows up. Okay, well, now I'm going to go a whole different way, and it's still going to show up. It's so that obviously the universe has a sign connected with me when it comes to that orange Mustang. Not to mention that my DM used to have one.
Yeah, and I know a couple times I've even seen them when I was thinking about you, or when I was like, oh, I gotta write her back. And then, like, in a video game, I'm sitting there playing with my son.
Oh, yeah.
Then I see an orange Mustang with the little race stripes and everything.
Yeah, like, people start to see those orange Mustangs when they're connected to me.
Yes.
I have another friend that she went to this thrift store, and she saw this this sweatshirt, and there's this orange Mustang on it. And I said, well, did you buy it? And she goes, I didn't have any money to buy it.
What about the time at your ocean trip recently?
Oh, yeah, well, I went to this friend's house, and I saw all kinds of different signs on the way there, like first names and last names and, everything. But, well, now I have my friend in the car, and I'm in Starbucks. You guys might hear this story a few more times, only because it was just so like, how in the world did that happen? We just got our drinks. And I said to her, I haven't seen an orange Mustang since I've been here. We came out of the driveway, we turned right, and this orange Mustang, I swear, comes out of another driveway and turns right, and right there in front of me. And it was like, I just said I hadn't seen one, and here is one. How is that? How is that happening?
What else? What else besides? I'm trying to think of more signs.
Well, well, the guys that have been showing up everywhere.
Oh, people who look like people, who very much look like people, huh?
People that look, to me, I have my own personal story I got going on. I have this divine masculine image of, you know, even though they're not in my life, and they pretty much didn't want me in their life.
Yeah,
was about,
well, we consider her twin flame.
that,
guy.
right. They don't have to agree that we're in this twin flame, but...
So we've hung out, many times.
Yeah,
like
well,
recently.
Once we went down to the river to record, and we went all this different ways to find this little cubby hole. Now we're in this little cubby hole next to the river recording. What happens next?
Okay, so we turn around, right? And there's this guy standing there that looks, we both just instantly think, oh my gosh, because he looks so much like this twin flame guy. So much, right?
Mm-hmm.
So much. But then the funny thing is, the next time we went back to that place.
Oh, the next time we went back, let me correct that.
Okay.
We did not know where we were going. We were driving aimlessly.
We weren't planning to go there.
And the car took us back to the same location. And so we went and parked. And we sat in the car for a little bit.
Just talking away like we do.
Yeah. What
car
happened
pulls in next to us. And we're both just like, again. The guy that gets out looks just like him again.
Yeah.
I mean, just like him. Like I was freaking out how much it looked like him. I was like, did you see it? Because like,
yeah, she was all excited. Like, did you see him?
man.
And me, this has happened to me so many times that I'm really calm.
Yeah, and
You know, I'm just like, yeah, I saw him.
but it didn't just look kind of like him. It looked so much like him, where you could think it was him. Like, that much like him. And he pulled up right next to us.
Yes.
And you'd think we would have gotten out of the car by then, but we hadn't. We're just sitting there talking, and then we didn't even plan to go there, and we were talking about something that had to do
We actually
with it all too.
went there to get out of the car to do the recording at the same location that we saw the other masculine the last time we were there. But after we saw this guy, we never got out of the car, did we? We sat there and we kept talking, and we never felt the urge to get out. We felt like, oh, well, divine.
That's what we came for.
That's what we came here.
Andrew, what does TDFD mean? Do you know what that means?
No, I have no idea.
Things.
I don't know either.
Let's figure it out.
How about the Costco store?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't there, but you told me about that one. I remember that one. Right?
Weren't you there with me? Weren't you
I
shopping
might
there
have showed, I think I showed up. Oh, yeah, I showed up.
Yeah.
A little bit after that happened. But I wasn't there when it happened.
Oh, well, I saw this guy that's in Costco, and I had to double take and take a look again, and I actually took a picture. I'm taking pictures all the time because I have to have proof. Otherwise I feel like I would be going crazy, but I'm not, because I have proof, documentation of my journey.
It really happened.
It really happened. And so, and then I got in line, and when I'm leaving line, the guy come back and around to walk right in front of me, and I'm just
another guy that looks so much like him.
Not the same person. It was another one. I was just going, how is this happening? That's why I'm still connected to this journey, no matter how much I try to pull away from it.
And just lots of seeing things with the person's name on it, and first name, last name, things that totally represent them.
Oh yeah, like the people that come knocking at my door because they want to purchase something outside.
Really
somebody I don't even know, some random. Two guys come to the door and asked if they could.
That's the day where you didn't even have to go out.
I didn't even have to leave my house for this one.
You.
And they don't look like my DM, no. They, nothing like that. But when I asked them what their name was, their first name, one of their first names is the same name as my DM.
Yeah.
And the other one is my DM's middle name. I should have asked them what's the dog's name. It was probably their last name.
Crazy.
It is so crazy. Yeah, we are really live.
Yes, we are. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else.
You're the guy from Costco?
No. What kind of signs do you guys see?
Yeah,
what kind of signs do you guys notice out there? Or do you notice them? Do you see them?
Well, what about, remember, it was exactly, I think it was exactly 2 years ago that we, here in this small town that has this car dealership, that we drive by and there's, you know, this orange Mustang there, and we said, we're going to go test drive it, you know.
Yeah.
So we went ahead and test drive it. We're just like shocked that this Mustang is in this small town, and, so we went and hot rod and test drive, and it's actually posted on YouTube somewhere or on Instagram, one of the other places. But the crazy thing is, I left this whole area for 2 years, and now I'm back. That car was sold, but now it is back at the same dealership, up for sale again.
When she's back in this
town
again.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm. And it wasn't while you were gone.
No.
And now it's back.
But that reminds me about, remember the casino when COVID was going on, and that the casinos were open? Was it COVID? Yeah, it's some part of COVID, because we had to still.
We stayed.
We were staying in a room
there, and
they had a raffle ticket or something going off for a
car giveaway.
Mm-hmm. And that car, of course, it's an orange Mustang. But every time I would leave the room to go out to my car, I have to go stand. I mean, that's the car right there, right here. It says, "Here I am, baby, right here, baby. I'm here for you, baby. I didn't leave your side."
And you were just up visiting, right?
I was just visiting for 4 days, you know.
So weird, yeah. Somebody's wondering if you made the flowers. I don't know. Did you?
No, actually, they're from what's that craft store? Hobby Lobby.
Oh, Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, you get those at Hobby Lobby.
They're very pretty. The flowers have been through a tornado.
Yeah, they have been through a tornado. Do we drink from our furry cup?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either. We can drink from this cup. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and sometimes it's just one right after another. I know some of these are more recent, but this has been going on with me for a good 4 or 5 years, that it's just constant signs. Maybe when you're saying something that is so true, you know, like when I'm doing the readings, how Naya barks in the background when the truth is being told. Or when I might be speaking the truth to someone else, and there'll be a car that goes by that's honking.
Like honk honk, like some type of.
Or some noise, or it's a plane going by, or it's a motorcycle, or a train.
Like a loud, sudden noise, like right as you say something.
Yeah.
It feels like confirmation, like, yes,
right.
Like that's true.
Right. And then, like sometimes my signs show up right back to back to back to back. Okay, like sometimes there'll be an orange truck that has a black stripe on it. That's, you know, it's the bright orange. It's not something, but I'll go ahead, I'll count that. Okay, that's a sign to me. It's telling me something. But then it'll be like maybe within the next 3 or 4 minutes, then I'll see the orange Mustang. That'll show up. And within the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'll see an orange train that just happened.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay. And to me, it's just giving me confirmation that I'm at the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing at the right moment.
Yeah, that's what signs basically mean to me too. Like confirmation that everything is on track, and even if something seems kind of crazy or doesn't feel the best that's going on, I see the signs and it just makes me feel like, okay, like I trust everything. Everything is happening, you know, as it should. Everything is on track.
I always get excited when I see the signs. What about you?
Do I get excited?
Yeah, like when you're hearing the signs or seeing the numbers or when you see the connection
I
to
shake
it.
my head all the time. Like, it's just, I mean, it's happened so much and I don't doubt it at all, but at the same time, it's almost too much sometimes.
Yeah, it is a lot.
I still shake my head.
That's
just
what
like,
I mean.
How?
Sometimes the story is so much. In fact, that's part of why I started my YouTube channel, Your Hidden Love Story, is because my story is so big and it's so broad that it's too much to tell at one moment, because most of the time people are going, this is just too much to handle. So I had to put it out within the show. And I started that 3 years ago. Your Hidden Love Story, it plays every Monday and Thursday nights at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But as we're going through this journey, you know, it's talking about self-love, because, you know, the journey has excited me, it has grown me, and it has expanded me. It has allowed me to stay in this higher vibrational energy no matter what's going on in this 3D world of ours.
Yeah. Who's all on?
Let's see, we got Nick. Hey, Nick. Haven't seen you before. It says, hi, ladies. How you doing this evening? We're doing great.
Divine Timing's on it. Thank you, Divine Timing.
And,
colors. Yeah.
I remember once.
For a long time now. Oh, very cool.
Yeah, Jesus is with us all the time. You know, it's divine, Lord, Source, Spirit, God, whatever you want to call it. That's, you know, we're being tapped in and tuned in. When we're seeing these signs and you're recognizing those signs, it's like knowing that you're loved. To me, it's another way that the universe is saying, hey, I got your back. Mm-hmm. There is absolutely nothing for you to worry about. I got your freaking back. Can you just chill?
That's something I think both of us have, like, learned, like, a long time ago. Like, I don't think either one of us really worries about anything. No. Like, stuff comes up, stuff happens that would probably make many people very crazy and stress out majorly, and we're just kind of like, well, we've just seen stuff repeatedly that we're taken care of. We're always taken care of. Everything goes just fine. It works out somehow. So we just trust.
Hey, rent's due. I have no idea how I'm going to come up with that rent money. I don't even know how it's going to show up. But the time that rent is needed, that rent is there. Every time, huh?
Yep.
Every time. It's like, I don't even know sometimes. For the last 2 years, that's the way I've been living. I had no idea how every month how I was going to come up with that kind of rent money that I was paying, and it would show up. It was like out of thin air. It's like, okay, Divine, I trust in you to provide for me for whatever I need for this moment of time.
In unexpected ways, like, it's crazy. Huh?
In ways that you would never even imagine.
I really feel that when you trust in the universe, it does take care of you. I mean,
well, even what's going on with both of us right now, both of us have been trying to work all week, but both of us haven't been able to work all week, and we both just go, oh, well, we surrender.
And we send messages back and forth, like, I really need to be making some money. And we're like, oh, well. And we just laugh about it.
I go, me too, but, you know, Divine wants me home creating or doing my YouTube channel.
Same thing, and everything, but we both know everything will work out. It always does.
Yeah.
It's taken care of. And if it doesn't work out, then that's what's supposed to happen. And
right. Then Divine is leading or guiding us to
where we're supposed to be.
To go to the next direction. Even where I'm at right here today, which I'm over at my brother's house. But how I got here was all of a sudden I got this message, hey, I need to move. But me just saying that, in less than 24 hours, my whole place was packed and loaded in my car, and I didn't do the work. And that means that people came and assisted me to make it happen. So to me, that was okay, Divine. Divine says, I'm supposed to make this move, so I'm making this move, and I'm going to be okay with this, because Lord God, Source Spirit is guiding me, is holding my hand, says, hey, I got your back.
Right, that's another way that you know that it's all happening perfectly, when things just happen for you. Everything lines up, the people show up. It just all happens effortlessly, and that's when you know.
So, you know, myself, I always look at the best story in every life situation I'm going in, because I believe that our vibration, energetically wise, has to do with how we feel, you know. So the most important thing is for me to go within. I want to make sure that I'm calm, I'm at peace, that I'm operating from joy, from laughter, from play, from passion, from desire. And the only way I know how to do that is to keep my story that's going on in my head in the front line. I keep it going in the positive direction, to know that life is working out for us, for our highest good. With me just saying that, life is working out for me, for my highest good, because Lord God, Source Spirit, is taking care of me, then it actually allows me, it clears up any debris, any chaos, any energy that's going on around me within this world, or even within my own personal life, just by keeping my thoughts at a higher vibration. So it's true, you need to flip your emotional story around to a higher vibrational story. Flip that emotional story around to better. There is a book over on Amazon, an e-copy and a hard copy that I wrote. Go over there and check it out.
What's the name? What they wrote about moving from Kentucky to California on a hunch and haven't gone back. I think I call that inspired action, where you just suddenly know something, or you just feel something and you go with it and go for it. I feel like that's following your
it is following your intuition.
inner compass. And that's a good thing.
And one year I had this intuition. I'm a healer, you see, and I had this intuition that someone down in San Diego needed my help. So I asked my friend, do you want to go to San Diego with me? And it's a 500 plus mile drive from where I'm at. And they said, yeah, I want to go. And I go, well, I tell you why I want to go there. I go, somebody needs my help. And they go, well, who is it? I go, I don't know. And they go, well, how are you going to find him? I go, I don't have to worry about finding him, because Divine's going to lead that person to me. I don't have to find them. They will find me. And she goes, okay, let's go. Okay, so we went down there, and we were there for 3 or 4 days. And at one point she goes, well, where is this person? I go, don't worry about it. They will show up. Yeah, it was like the third or fourth day that they did show up, and we were at a restaurant, and we were eating dinner, and we were talking our natural flow of energy, my high vibe of a talk of a way, and they walked up and they go, I am so glad that you came in here, because I needed to hear the things that you have to say. And my friend that was with me looked at me and she went, there they are. I go, yep. I go, I told you.
Lining up people and places where they need to be when they need to be there. And even how I even met my divine masculine, I call him my divine masculine. I don't know if they call it, but and it doesn't even matter. But what happened, it to me is a divine calling. I've been on this divine calling because somebody must need my healing, or I might need their healing too. But yeah. You're the lead now. You're the lead of the show. Yeah, a sip of water. Hold on.
All right.
Wow. Let's see. Tell me about maybe see for a month and milestones are great. Right? See, and that's when it's where you're supposed to go, where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to do. Things will line up for you. They'll happen for you, and make it possible. I've seen that over and over and over.
Like some of the signs that I've already talked about in some of the videos I've been making. I've actually been publicizing my twin flame journey, and it's on YouTube. She interviewed me, and then the next thing we did I did a my twin flame journey with the pursuit, and it was my part of the pursuit of the journey.
She's sharing her story of her personal twin flame journey.
I'm doing this so everybody else out there that's maybe going through a similar kind of journey, that they're not feeling like it's all in their head, or this is crazy, or nobody else has gone through this. This is why I actually go ahead and do this for you guys. And then the other part of it, it was my twin flame journey is, what was the next subject I talked about? The pursuit?
Mirror.
And the mirror
Yeah.
on the wall. Yeah, because we do mirror each other quite a bit. We can be doing the same thing at pretty much the same time even. It's just so crazy how that all happens. But that's why a lot of these recordings are actually taking place today. I want to share with you guys that synchronicities are real and you are being led and guided by
we're
divine.
not just coincidences.
It's not a coincidence.
When you really start paying attention, you'll see more and more and more, and you eventually get to the point where you realize there's no way in the world it could just be coincidences.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way, because it's showing me to totally trust in divine and how divine has our back, and no matter what it is that we're going through, and the messages that you need to hear within your day or within your journey, that's the message that you're going to hear, because divine's trying to lead us and guide us to go in the right direction.
Even if it doesn't make sense to us at the time, or maybe doesn't feel the best, it's good to like trust and understand that life knows what it's doing, and you're definitely getting put to where you need to be.
Even some of the other signs are like, maybe someone will be talking about a falcon, and I'm going, oh, I'll never see a falcon, and then the next day I'll see actually 2 falcons. Or the feathers, how the feathers come around, the feathers that you find on the ground, they're messengers too.
Oh yes, that's another sign. That's a big sign to me. You know what? When I see a white feather, to me, that is telling me you're doing things great, you're right on track, everything is perfect, right? To me, when I see a feather that's a little bit darker or even really dark, to me, what that means is the more darkness it has to it, there's more for me to do.
Right.
Or there's something to work on, something to change with what's going on. So the different feathers I come across mean different things to me. That's another thing about signs. They can mean stuff to people in general, okay? But also they can mean something different to each particular person. So
right.
I mean, you can always look things up, like, what does seeing an owl on my doorstep
You must be reading my mind, because I was thinking about the time that I saw the 2 owls that I hadn't even spoken about, and then I go, I'll just let that go. And so then you go ahead and bring it
owl
up.
Popped in my head. It just, that happens to me a lot though. Like, it'll just come to my mind what people are seeing in their mind. I've actually
She's a mind reader.
I've actually I can't do it on purpose.
I know, I get
but
it.
if I'm not thinking about it, I swear it comes, and it's weird. But with signs, like, just like if you see 1111, that might mean a certain thing to many people in general, but it might mean something
totally different
to you. For example, depending on what's going on in my life and what I'm feeling and whatever, say I come across 1111, I might not think, ooh, twin flame, or ooh, everything's, whatever, perfect, or this or that. I might see that 1111 and hear 1111 as in, I feel like I'm kind of stuck at the beginning, like it's not really going anywhere, which is totally not what people might think in general.
Right.
So with signs, you can get to this point where you hear your own specific messages from those signs. It's really neat.
It is really, really neat.
Yes.
All right. The owls one night, I was out actually walking late at night, and the 2 owls actually flew across me And it was just a divine message to me at the time. And owls are wise and they're smart and they can see through all illusions. So stuff like that. But
Yeah. What did
What
it
do you
say?
think?
I was
low vibes,
meant
okay,
to
but
find-
why? I don't know.
But the person above it. I was meant
Oh.
to find today, you all. Ooh, what did it say? The message I was meant to find today, you all, and have no idea I needed to hear this.
Yay!
Yeah, see, that's how stuff happens.
Yeah, that's exactly how stuff happens. You know,
Very
I
cool.
believe everything that's brought in, everyone that's coming to the channel, there's a purpose, there's a reason. Even if it's the non-slayers going on in the background, because those non-slayers are being led and guided here too. They're trying to intimidate me or upset me, but the thing is I'm a pretty balanced person that doesn't really intimidate me or upset me, but I just have, you know, we take care of it in the background. But but I might hear somebody else on that go live or something, they get upset with it, but I don't. You know, I believe that you guys have all been led here and guided for a purpose, for a reason.
Yes. And then go up.
Whoops.
Oopsie.
Let's see here. All right, here.
Are you witches?
No, we're just people.
We're
From
angels.
Chicago. Ooh.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we're angels. That's right.
Orange.
I don't really give myself a name, rather I'm a witch or whatever else you want to come up. I just, you know, I call myself a gypsy. I call myself a gypsy. I'm not actually quote unquote a gypsy that's out there in the real world. But the reason why I call myself a gypsy is I'm always on the road.
This is water.
Doing these missions, and you never know where life is going to take me next. And I'm willing to get up and move. The moment Divine says it's time to go, I'm in the car and I'm going. So it's just a vibration. It's just we're just two people figuring out life, and we're figuring out life from this higher vibrational energetical flow, and choosing to live in our high vibrations over the lower vibrations. And that's it, you know. Well, what, me? What about me? Riding high vibes.
I choose to live in all my vibes.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. This is one of our wee bit differences.
It's okay. It's okay. It
We're
isn't
okay.
that I don't get there. It's just that, you know, when the low vibes come, I'm going in and doing the work. So is she, but she enjoys the work more than I do,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
So.
I like to just what's it called? Wallow in it. And spend the
Stew
day
in it.
Stew in it.
Oh, well, here
Yeah.
it is. Well, let me sit in the shit a little bit longer so I can smell it.
There's gold in there.
There's a gold mine in
There's
that
gold
shit pile.
in there. It really is.
Well, I like to clear that gold mine up. Get all the nuggets out of the way.
Yeah. Anyway. So should we pull a couple cards?
I guess we'll pull one or two from your deck and one and two from my deck, and then we'll call it a night.
You start, yes.
You want me to start? Okay. This is just for the collective, for the energy flow that's going on for the weekend here. Oh, yeah, we got heartaches. We got heartaches going on. Yeah, we do. We've all learned how to, we've all have had our hearts broken in some way or somehow, and it's painful. Mm-hmm. But my goal on this channel is let's learn how to grow our heart, how to expand our heart so it doesn't stay in that broken heart energy. And let me get another card out. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so, you know, because you know your worth, because you know you've got something more to offer. You know that there's a new offer coming in, a brand new offer. You know, it's a brand new beginning, so we can get a solid start, a solid way going on with it. You got a card?
I do, but it's not ready.
Okay, it's not ready, so we'll go on here. Oh, we got two more beginnings here. So I love this. So we got, you you know, when we have the heartache, when we actually rewrite our script or rewrite our story, then we can actually be operating from a higher vibrational way, from passion and desire. This is a brand new way, a brand new beginning. So we got 2 aces on the table, so we can actually bring the brand new beginnings with our worth, brand new beginnings with our passion, when we take care of that broken heart that's been going on in the background.
So that you can make your
wishes and dreams come true.
had to wait for the perfect time.
I love it, I love it. And I is saying it's about time.
Look what's on the bottom of the deck.
Oh,
the 10 of Cups.
yeah,
Is that your wish and your dream?
Unconditional love. That's family
Kinda
and
got it
friends are
all.
having, just being at peace and in harmony, and just life is a picnic with that card, you know. We're coming into union, celebrating life. Ooh, yeah, we got a celebration going. Look at you, got all those beautiful cards there.
Right?
Yeah, oh, mine's got a divine masculine here. And this divine, oh, that's not there. He fell down on the ground. This divine masculine fell. Yeah, and he's look at, he's gotten more courageous and more strong. The lion's in the background, so he's stronger than that lion. He's got passion and fire, and yeah, that's the King of Wands. Yeah, he might be having a little tough time right now with that card falling, you know. Yeah. You got another one? This is a divine feminine. She knows her worth. She knows her value. She don't just know it. She's done the work. She knows she's done this self-love work. That she's okay on her own. And she's not going to accept anything less than who she is, you know. She's actually single too. Yeah, she is the single lady in the deck. This divine masculine, you know, he has been going through this transformation out there. It's a spiritual awakening that he's been going through to balance his own emotional self, his own life journey as his wings. They're a little fragile right now. They're a little touchy. You don't want to touch them because they might break. But he's in the middle of balancing himself. All right, you guys, I think that's enough for tonight. We're going to call it quits. And you guys, if you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. Give the channel some credit, you know. And I do go live every Monday and Thursday nights for Your Hidden Love Story at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come on over and join on in. That's where we talk about a lot of self-love, because I do believe we have all been misled and misguided by our emotional self. My goal is for us to learn how to flip our emotional story around to a higher vibrational story, so you can truly live in this higher vibrational way, that we're not living in worry and lack and insecurity, not whole enough, not complete enough, trying to prove ourselves out there into the world some way or somehow. We're not doing that anymore, because we flip the emotional story around to better, to be operating from love and above, laughter, play, joy, happiness, peace and harmony, passion, desire. Come on over, watch the show.
Yes, lots of good wisdom
It's
in those shows, and we always have a lot of fun in the chat, in the live chat.
And I've been doing that show for 3 years. And then shortly after that show, we have Hot Love Tarot. Yep. But we're only going to find the love story. Yeah, it's a love, you know, that I'm looking for. What do you guys need to know for your highest good to bring that love up to a higher vibrational energetical flow, no matter where your love connection is? So come on over and join us live. That's Monday and Thursday nights, 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on this channel. All right, anything else?
I think I'm good. Thank you all for joining us.
Yeah, all except Kathleen Diane. She's getting her YouTube channel going too. She may not want to talk about it yet, but you know, we're going to be promoting it here on this channel. So she's got some wisdom too.
Very soon. It's starting up very shortly. As in tomorrow. No, wait, one more day. 2 days.
2 more days. All right. All right.
Alrighty. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for coming on in to the live show. Till next time. Bye-bye, butterflies.
Bye.